I really want to speak to you about your year eating local food and having turkeys, raising turkeys. It sounds like a fun story.
Well,
first of all, do you still eat local food?
We do.
Okay.
We do. We live in a rural part of the country. We live on a farm among farmers.
Right.
The main thing people do around where we live is grow food. So it was a good place to begin to think about where does our food come from, and to get to know our farming neighbors at the farmers market, and to grow as much as we could ourselves.
Yeah.
It was just an adventure for our family. The girls participated, and we have poultry, we have chickens, and we had these turkeys, and we wrote in this book not just about our family, but really it's sort of a story of food and all different kinds of foods and where they come from, and kind of what the modern industrial food system has done to our foods. We know a lot of people know about all the extra sugar, the extra fat, the extra salt, but what they don't realize is that even the animals, the way animals have been bred for kind of massive, crowded, culture, is that they've removed all of their kind of, original instincts, including how to have sex. So when we had these heritage turkeys, that we raised ourselves, we had to become their counselors in that department.
What was that like?
You had to read the book.
Turkeys having sex. Strange.
Will they
Strange
or
to
won't
think
they?
about.
That's the question.
Now, it's been 27 years since your first book. Can you believe it? Has it been 27?
I can only believe it because I wrote it when I was pregnant with my first child. I got the word the day that she was born. I learned it was going to be published, and 10 months later, the day it was launched, she learned to walk. So there was this little parallel. So I know that she's 27 years old. So yes, I know that it's been 27 years.
And do you still have it in you? Can we expect more books from you?
I can't stop.
You can't. Are you addicted?
I have tried. I can't stop. Yeah, I'm working on another novel that's kind of a huge, impossible. Go to my desk and say, "What am I doing here?" That's after the yay. It's like, and really, I think I can do this again. It's sort of all those things. But yes, I'm working on a big novel. It's going to be a while. And I'm also working on 2 film adaptations.
Can you tell us more about those?
I can tell you which books. Prodigal Summer and the Poisonwood Bible.
How exciting. I think all the Poisonwood Bible fans are going to be super excited about that. But they always say the book is better than the movie.
Well, I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's a movie that's, of course it's different. It's a different art form, but because I'm very involved, because I'm writing the screenplay, I wouldn't do it unless it could be its own work of art that's valid and that says a lot of the same things that the novel said.
Now tell me about taking your own book and adapting it to a screenplay. That must be very hard.
It is very hard. A book is, maybe 500-600 pages long. A screenplay is 100 pages long, and they're very slim pages. So really, in terms of book pages, it's maybe 70. So
how on earth?
So it's sort of like you start by saying, okay, which little piece of your child
do you really want?
Do you really love? Yeah, that's how you start, and then pretty quickly you get over that because you understand you're not extracting, you are translating. It's a completely different art form. You have to learn to think in pictures. You let go of the words and you start thinking in images, and you start sort of stringing images together, and pretty soon something dawns on you. A picture really is worth 1,000 words. So there you go.
Wow, and when can we expect?
Oh, you can't.
You can't expect, we must just wait.
You must just wait. Well, with film, there's so many things that happen along the way. What I have been told is the way that the date of the film release is that you drive by the movie theater and you see it on the marquee, so that's when you'll know. But meanwhile, we're working very hard, and I'm working with terrific people, really, really good people that I admire, from whom I'm learning so much.
Now, we ask every author this.
Okay.
Who are you currently reading?
I just, on the plane, I downloaded, first of all, 15 books.
I heard you're a big e-reader fan.
Well, I read everything. I read in any form, but think about it. It's a long flight. I had, normally I would be, sort of tearing out my hair to say which 2 books can I put in my luggage. But in this case, I found this list online of like the 25 greatest books ever to come out of South Africa. So I downloaded them all. So.
And how many did you get through on the plane?
Several. It's just a 16.5-hour flight.
Right.
But one that really moved me, that impressed me so much, was Ways of Dying by Zygmunt.
Zygmunt is incredible.
He is incredible. I'm so happy to have discovered him. I plan to read more.
You must.
I will.
Now, on that note, Barbara, thank you so much for joining us and sharing, and I hope that you read many more South African authors, because we have so many great ones here.
I know. I've got 20,
I know you're covered.
But when I run out, I'll just download some more.